The most joyful news of May in the project is that Sovelmash received a permit to connect electricity under the permanent scheme. The corresponding notification was issued on May 29th after the company eliminated the last remarks of the technical supervisor. The engineering center will carry out a deep power input. First, 10,000 volts will be supplied to the internal substation. Then it will be reduced to 0.4 kilovolts at the substation. Connecting the Design and Engineering Technology Bureau to electricity is the most important step for obtaining a completion certificate. On the third floor of the production building, work on a scale unprecedented for the Design Bureau was carried out. Up to 150 people worked on the installation of cooling pipes at a time. Thanks to this, the warehouse of ventilation system equipment was dramatically emptied. It can be said that the large-scale installation of the cooling system is coming to an end. Thermal installation of dry cooling tower pipes was carried out. Receivers were installed and tied. A finishing pair of heat exchangers was added to the cooling center. Final touches were made to the interior finishing on the first floor of the administration and utility building. In particular, the lifts were finished and prepared for connection to the central control room. The entrance group was being finished, and the entrance was faced with granite tiles from outside. The accounting office was prepared to accommodate employees. In the last week of May, Sovelmash started the final stage of the move from the rented premises to the Design and Technology Bureau. The final interior finishing operations moved from the ground floor to the second floor of the administration and utility building. The foundations were being erected for the noise shield that will be installed on the border of the Sovelmash site and the garden community. This is one of the last large-scale construction tasks. The Technopolis fence was dismantled, and the screen will be installed in its place. Work has started in the area of the second cold water supply tapping. Charging stations for electric vehicles have been installed and connected. Removal of the temporary protective layer of asphalt in front of the Design and Technological Bureau facade, late for the winter period, has started. Trees were planted at the site boundary. At this point, the dental plan was completed in its full design scope. At the same time, the development and preparation for production of Sovelmash products was underway. Manufacturing of a water-cooled engine housing for an electric bus was carried out. Special equipment for internal keyway cutting was developed, manufactured and tested. The next part, modulator, started to be made in a high-tech way. Special tooling was produced for this purpose. The assembly of engines for the propellers of the Moth quadricopter continued. Assembly of landing gear and formation of wings began. Negotiations were held on the development of import substituting drive and equipment for its production in the interest of the automotive industry. The schedule and the first steps are outlined. Viktor Arestev, head of ASPP Weihai and Sovelmash partner, spoke at a conference on the development of scientific and technical cooperation and specialist exchange between institutions of the Far Eastern branch of the Russian Academy of Sciences and the city of Weihai. He took part in the event along with representatives of the Weihai city government and leaders of the Russian Academy of Sciences. Viktor introduced the conference participants to the activities of his company and discussed the terms of cooperation with the Academy. Viktor Arestev's main goals is to find orders for the development of engines for Sovelmash Engineering Center. On May 17th, leading investors and project partners from Vietnam visited the Sovelmash construction site. Many of them visited the engineering center under construction for the first time and were delighted with the enterprise. The guests talked to Dmitry Duyunov. Alexander Sudorov gave them a tour of the Design and Technological Bureau and answered their questions. There were also meetings of Vietnamese with SOLARGROUP management and testing of transport at Slavanka in Obninsk with assistance of Andrei Lobov. The functionality to receive future shares of Sovelmash has been opened for Club 1000. Now that category of investors has the opportunity to send an application for corporatization. Such a step-by-step process is necessary to test the complex functionality and take a responsible approach to its large-scale launch. If the functionality is not available to you yet, you can already prepare to receive shares, go through verification in your back office, or check the relevance of your personal data. We have updated the project roadmap, making it more informative and understandable. We have added the following data: planned and attracted investments by month in 2024, investment share growth schedule from stages 1 to 19, investment volume and number of new investors by year. We would like to remind you that you can find out the dynamics of investment inflow and the amount to be raised to put Sovelmash Design and Technological Bureau into operation and move to the final stage of financing in real time on the roadmap. Navigation in the back office has been updated. In the mobile version, the main sections of the menu are now visible at the bottom of the screen for faster access. In the desktop version, The menu has become compact, its items can be expanded, and you can go immediately to the desired subsection. On June the 5th at 5 p.m. Moscow time, there will be a live webinar with SOL Group management. The webinar will feature the company's top executives: CEO Sergey Semyonov, Head of Advertising and Public Relations Pavel Filipov, Head of Partner Network Sergey Shevchenko. They will tell you about the news and plans for the development of the project and answer your questions. The broadcast will be available in 11 languages. Join the live broadcast to keep abreast of the project's development.